All right, we're back ready for our next contest. This one will be between Legacy Gold and Kansas City Elite. P2P Kansas City Elite will be playing Legacy Gold, and we are moments away from the start of this one. They're both teams getting their warm-ups in, and I think we're going to start here in just a moment. Looks like Kansas City Elite is in the gray uniforms. There's a now they're going to call them to the 40-yard line and get ready to get started here. So we're ready to go with our next game. P2P Kansas City and Legacy Gold. So it looks like Kansas City is going to start off as the offensive team to get things going here. Number 14, Darius Jones is the quarterback, and he's going to light it up to start things off, and that's going to be picked off by Legacy Gold. Number 8, Dakari Smith up to make the grab, so Legacy Gold leads it by the score of 3-0. That didn't take long. Points on the board. Not only do they get the 3 points, they get the football from the 40-yard line. So Legacy Gold now will put it in play. Trying to pick the number up of the quarterback. We'll get him in just a moment for you. He's double-aught. Throws it across the middle, and that's off the fingertips of the intended receiver. So Frank Stanika is the quarterback for Legacy Gold. And his intended receiver was Caleb Lamare, and Lamare unable to hang on to the football. So Stanika, your quarterback for Legacy Gold. He's back to pass. 3-step drop. Looks downfield. Throws right side. Has a man open, and he's stopped right there after a gain of about 3 yards. Coach going to talk it over here. Third down. Stanika will put 4 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left. 5-step drop this time. He's going to throw right on the sideline, then cutting it back inside and touched at around the 29-yard line. Is the wide receiver able to haul it in? And that's going to do it for the offense. So a defensive stop that time for Kansas City. Makes our score 3-2, Legacy Gold. So Kansas City back on top now. Left-hander back to pass. This time throws it, overthrows it. Number 17, Caleb Aston out of Lee's Summit North High School. Lee's Summit North out in Kansas City. And he's a southpaw. Two wides to either side, one back. And Aston fires, and that's off the fingertips of the intended receiver over there, number 24, Keith Slider. Slider out of Ray Peck High School in Kansas City, Missouri. Ray Peck with 3 players playing. Kansas City Elite has teamed up with some players, local players here from Columbus North. In fact, there's 5 players from Columbus North playing on the Kansas City Elite roster. So Aston, the left-hander, back to pass, going to air it out. He's got a man open, and he's got a touchdown. Great play. All the way down to pay dirt for Javon Tabin out of Ray P. High School. And Kansas City leads it 8-3. So Rabin hauls it in. Great throw by the left-hander Caleb Aston. And the great team on top. Aston. Back to pass, looks, going to fire left side, and there's a flag, contact. And there's going to be a hold called against the defense. So we will play the extra point again. Place the ball right on the two-and-a-half-yard line. So Caleb Aston with another attempt for extra point. Fakes, throws, and again a defensive hold. Let's see if they call. Doesn't really matter. We'll go for the point again. And a defensive holding call on the defender, turning the receiver completely around before the ball arrived. Actually looked like he had an arm stretched out, riding his shoulder the entire way. So we'll see if the third time's the charm for Kansas City Elite after 2 defensive penalties against Legacy Gold. Aston fires, and that time broken up nicely by the defense. So our score will remain P2P Kansas City 8, Legacy Gold 3, and Legacy Gold takes over offensively. Looks like Stednica is going to stay in at the quarterback position and connects on a 5-yard gain. Make it 6. I'll mark it at the 34. So it'll be second down for Legacy Gold. They've scored 3 points. Interception early in this one. That ball hauled in by David Pierce. Number 1, his second catch. Stednica back to pass. 5-step drop. He's going to wind up and throw, and he got it over there. Was he in bounds? No, they say he was out of bounds. Official coming up to make the call. So goes down as an incomplete. And we'll go back to the 35-yard line. Stednica back to pass again. Nice fake. Now I'll go right across the middle. Has a man wide open there. That's number 6, Miles Palmer. Plays linebacker and tight end in high school, and the tight end able to pull that one in. No problem. And now we are down to the 18-yard line. So Studnicka back to pass, has a man open, little flare out to the right side, and it's going to be second down. Some type of offensive miscue. They'll set it back up at the line of scrimmage at the 18, make it the 19-yard line. Man goes in motion. Studnicka back to pass. Little pump fake. Either way, now he has a man open. He's going to cut it in at the 5-yard line. Nice hook up there with Ryan Flournoy, wide receiver. And Flournoy able to haul that one in. Got a couple extra yards before he was touched. Two-hand touch. Used to play that on the playground many years ago. Studnicka, the quarterback, 0-0, back to pass again. Takes his time, now fires, and that's picked off in the end zone. So Kansas City with an interception and 3 points makes it 11-3 the score. And now what? We have some type of a let's scratch the interception. That's not going to work right now. Waiting on the official over there. They've called it on the field. Don't know what it was, but apparently some kind of defensive miscue. We'll go again. Studnicka in traffic, and that ball is knocked down in there. And I think we are third or fourth down here. Trying to read the official's fingers from across the field. Giving it our best shot here. All right. We do know Legacy Gold has the football, and they'll run this play. And Studnicka fakes, has a man wide open, touchdown. There it is. Monty Wheat pulls it in. And that's the first TD for Legacy Gold. And that'll put them on top 9-8. As number 7 hauls in his first touchdown of this game. Now extra point time. Studnicka, fake, fire. Incomplete. Ball overthrown on a crossing pattern for the extra point. So Legacy Gold 9, P2P Kansas City 8. And Kansas City will start offensively from the 40-yard line. Must be playing the extended version of that song. It's same song's been going for about 30 minutes now. But we're having fun. All right, we're ready for Kansas City Elite to crank things up offensively. Seven-on-seven football, the only place you'll see a golf cart on the field during play. Here's a quick pass. That is complete. Nice grab there by Zarin Gines, G-I-N-E-S, Gines from Ray-Peck High School. Hauls it in. And that's a pickup of 9 yards, or no, 14 yards on the play. Nice pass. And Darius Jones, good-looking quarterback out of Southwest High School in Kansas City. Jones looks right, looks left. He's going to throw it up left. It's wide open and almost able to come back and get it was J.D. Harris. J.D. Harris is wide receiver from Columbus North High School, playing on the Kansas City team. Fake, and complete. Coming up with it is Keith Slider. They're going to mark him down at the 19-yard line, first down. Kansas City going to put three wides to the right side this time. They'll shoot J.D. Harris out to the left. Darius Jones puts a man in motion, backs up, two-step drop, going to throw it to the corner, and it overthrown. Intended receiver over there was Keith Slider. Second down from the 19. All right. Darius Jones now will motion to his wide out on both sides. He'll take a three-step drop this time. Looks, now fires, has a man open and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Dion Lee. Ball will be placed on the 19-yard line. One more try from there. Legacy Gold already out near the 40, ready to go on offense again here, hoping for a defensive stop. They lead it by one. Our tightest game thus far, 9-8. Darius Jones overthrows his intended receiver. Incomplete. And there's your defensive stop for Legacy Gold. Makes it 11-8. They'll take over offensively from the 40-yard line. There's the snap. Stednica able to connect with his wide receiver at the 24-yard line. David Pierce, number 1, hauls that one in. Nice gain of 16 yards. Brings up first down. You'll send two wides to each side, and will keep one of his receivers back in the backfield. And he's going to go that way to the left side, and on that play able to pick up about 4 yards. They'll mark it right on the 20, second down. Frank Stednica, the quarterback, number 00. Tall, slender kid, but he can throw the football. As you see right there, has a man open up for it. That's picked off in the end zone. An interception and 3 points to tie the score for Kansas City. 11-11, folks. Kansas City will take over offensively. at the 40-yard line. Preps to Prospect 7-on-7 football tournament on coachesaid.com. Glad you're with us. Officials at the table. Out near the 50-yard line, talking something over there. Now we're ready to go again. From the 40-yard line, here we go. Kansas City on the offense. Pass. Incomplete. Intended receiver over there, Dion Lee, is Caleb Aston. Caleb Aston able to turn it loose over there, but it falls incomplete. Brings up a second down. Aston going to fire it down the left sideline, and that is incomplete, almost picked off. J.D. Harris, the wideout, was interfered with according to the back official, so Kansas City will have the ball at the 15-yard line. Some defensive players from Legacy Gold questioning the officials' call, didn't understand what they did wrong. They'll bring the ball back. They're going to mark it right on the 16, so big penalty. Here we go. Aston in the end zone. Touchdown. Pass complete to Darius Jones as he hauls it in from 19 yards out. So Kansas City puts a TD on the board. Jones' first catch makes it 17-11. And now Kansas City will line up for an extra point that may end up being all important in this. Good matchup, good, pretty even teams here between these two. Our closest game thus far on field one. Caleb Aston. Back to pass. Looks, fires. Incomplete. Threw behind the intended receiver there, Darius Jones, so that falls incomplete. P2P Kansas City 17, Legacy Gold 11, and Legacy Gold on the 40 ready to go. Clock winding down here. So Frank Studnicka is the quarterback for Legacy Gold, and he will remain in that position. Looks like Legacy Gold just with 12 players here in this game today. Short number of players, but Studnicka going to throw it up for grabs, and it falls incomplete in the end zone. Intended receiver, again, number 1, David Pierce, who seems to be his number 1 target. And that's your ball game. Final score in this one. Kansas City wins it with a late touchdown, 17-11 over Legacy Gold. We'll be back with the next game in a moment on coachesaid.com.